Twisted Cyclone. The Jimmy Buffett songs playing in the station instantly made my day, as well as the ability to get 2 rides in the back row before the rest of the park officially opened. I also had good luck hitting this coaster up again shortly before the park closed, as most guests had already left by that point. It's not a huge layout, but the first drop is impressive for a 100-foot drop, and the wild inversions, twists and turns, and sideways airtime is sure to give a little bit for everyone. But does all this make Twisted Cyclone one of the better coasters out there? Find out in this review. The Georgia Cyclone opened in 1990 as a mirror image of the Cyclone at Coney Island, but 10 feet taller. Although the Cyclone has often been imitated but never duplicated, Georgia Cyclone still did well, placing highly in the Golden Ticket's best wooden coasters before falling off in later years. Despite replacing some of the track to make it smoother in 2012, Six Flags eventually made the decision to close this wooden coaster in 2017 and turn it into an RMC Hybrid, which seems to be the preferred path for most of Six Flags wooden coasters. Despite taking away a solid wooden coaster, the addition of a Rocky Mountain construction coaster to this park instantly elevated Six Flags over Georgia's coaster lineup. This coaster offered a solid 75 degrees drop, 3 inversions, and a wave turns that look truly phenomenal. Operations at Six Flags Over Georgia routinely open the park 30 minutes before the posted opening time, with Twisted Cyclone and Georgia Scorcher opening at this time. This means you can get a lap or 2 before the rest of the park opens, and I got 2 laps on this coaster before rope dropping Daredevil Dive on both of my visits. On my visits, there was a park attendant assigning rows to guests, which locals said was new for the 2022 season. Though I was able to get the back row, which was my favorite, for most of my rides, despite this setup. After leaving the station, you have a small Prelift, which uses your slow speed to help give you sideways airtime. This isn't too complex of a Prelift, but enjoyable for the various forces that you'll feel while traveling over this area. Then you'll travel up the lift hill. That doesn't appear too intimidating at only 100 feet, but this drop is solid, especially because of how it turns to the left and gives you an extra jolt on the way down. And though not the best out there, I really felt something enjoyable each time that I went down it, and put it on par with bigger drops, such as Iron Gwazi's at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, since that drop just doesn't do it for me. After the first drop, you go through an inversion called a step-up underflip. Essentially, this is a hill going up combined with a barrel roll. And because of the momentum going upwards into the inversion, it plays a bit more like a 0G stall. Wonderful airtime entering turnarounds is great, but this is a unique and solid element combining going up with an inversion. After a small turnaround, you go through a barrel roll drop down, which essentially is the opposite of what you just went through, going up to the turnaround. This inversion drops you downwards while having you go through a barrel roll, which is actually the same thing as Iron Gwazi's death roll, but Gwazi's is bigger and more pronounced. Twisted Cyclones is just wild as it flings you through this element. Then you come to the heart of Twisted Cyclone, Airtime, with a massive wave turn pushing you sideways to start this sequence. Because of how fast this coaster is going here, I couldn't enjoy the sideways airtime as much as I'd like, but this element looks absolutely beautiful off-ride. Then you have 2 bunny hills with an overbank turn in between. These elements are taken a bit slower, so I can't enjoy how they throw me from the train, as they really are 2 special airtime hills. This is followed by a 0G roll, or inline twist, that isn't too snappy and just adds to the chaotic nature of being thrown about on this ride. This is followed by the final turnaround that has 3 smaller bunny hills with an overbanked mixed in that still deliver nice airtime before running into the brake run to end your ride on Twisted Cyclone. Overall, how good is Twisted Cyclone? Though it isn't a huge RMC coaster, this offers a very solid ride with a good drop, decent inversions, and unique elements, not to mention the Cyclone and Jimmy Buffett theme. I rank this as a very solid coaster, though not a truly excellent one, placing just above SheiKra at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, as that is big and has a truly enjoyable second drop, but right below Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, since that RMC coaster does a lot more, though its disappointing drop holds it back, in my opinion, from being an even better coaster. Twisted Cyclone is a solid 9 out of 10, but just doesn't do those extra things to make it one of the best coasters out, which, given its size, is understandable. Do you enjoy the airtime on Twisted Cyclone? Could this have been an even better RMC coaster? Do you love the theming for this coaster? Let me know. And, as always, Kapun Krap.